Hey, hey, it's the love factor going down in here where we're letting you know that you're factored in. I have been a minute since I've been on here, but I wanted to jump on here and just encourage some people. Some of the stuff that I have just been talking about and just been going through lately. Being in a place just feeling kind of stuck, like you're not going backwards, but you're not really going forward either. Um, and how do you get out of that? I know a lot of times we try to pile so much up on our plate, um, thinking that we need to do so many things at one time, but we just have to um, just move, just let the process work for us. So just taking one step at a time, doing it one thing at a time, like making plans, goals, what you're gonna do for that day. You know, what's your plan for the week? What are you trying to do? Like, what is the goal that you're trying to get to, and how do you get to that goal without um, just exhausting yourself and just tiring yourself out where you don't even really get done what you need to get done because now you've become frustrated. You just want to give up, and that's not what what you desire to do, but because you overworked yourself, now you're feeling like really tired and thinking that you can't do it. Also, not trying to do stuff on your own all the time. Like, we have each other. We need to use um, one another in a healthy way, not taking advantage of one another, but just get the help that you need to move forward. Um, just getting to know who you are. Like lately, I have just been noticing that I just need to sometimes take time to myself and get to know me where I'm at now, and that helps a lot with setting goals and getting to where I want to, because now I know what I like at this age. I'm 35 now. I am married. I have kids. I work with kids. And I'm in ministry. So, but just knowing Deborah now, what she likes, and how I've grown and stuff like that, it helps me to really just push and try to get to the goals that I have for myself. So, like, just getting to know you, getting to know your dreams again, the vision you have again, because a lot of times we just go without and just keep pushing, and we haven't revisited, that goal that we had. We just keep pushing and keep going, but we need to just keep reminding ourselves like what we want in life and what's our desire for ourselves, what's our desire for our families, what's our desire for our children, and because they look up to us. If you have kids, if you don't have kids, there's someone who's looking up to you, someone who's watching your life. But just be trying to get past that stuck place where you're at. Just you have to like just take it one day at a time. Don't push yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, but just be disciplined, and just be, keep yourself on a schedule to push. And then like get, keep getting that understanding of what it is that you're looking for. Get the knowledge that you need so that you know how to move. You know which direction to go in. That you're not just moving just to be moving, but you have a set place that you're trying to get to. That what you need, what tools you need to use, what people you need to talk to, what direction you need to go in, what if you're in technology, what technology you need to use, like like what's the newest technology out there that will help you out with moving in that process, having time set aside for meditation just to calm yourself and just to process what you're trying to do. Is getting a notebook, writing stuff down. You know, what's my next step that I need to take? Sometimes it's easier to get it out of your head so that you can see what you're trying to do. You know, just you writing that vision down so that you can make it work. Um, Talking to I don't want to say people, but trusted people that you know who's not going to take what you have and run with it, or um, people who won't try to like tear you down, who won't try to encourage you, or who, you know, will just try to use what you have, try to tag along. So just be mindful of who you're talking to when you talk to them. You know, ask God to lead you in that. Also, just, you know, not giving up on yourself. Like, I know sometimes it gets hard, and sometimes when you don't see stuff right away, you know, you kind of get discouraged. But we don't want you to get discouraged, and, you know, just like keeping yourself like honestly, like just praying and just, you know, keeping yourself before God and just, you know, letting him direct you and stuff like that. Don't, you know, get, you know, scared or let fear come in just because stuff isn't moving as fast as you would like it to. There's a time and there's a season for everything. So you just have to, like, even me, like with the process of the YouTube, being honest and just transparent. I did the 2 YouTube videos, and I said that I was gonna every day I was gonna do a video. Every day I was gonna do a video and talk about something. And after I did the first 2, well, I did one, and then I think a day went past, and then I did another one, and I just got I started like trying to talk myself out of it. Like, you know, sometimes you can just be your own worst enemy. And I know I have like that self-sabotage spirit, just it's just horrible. But I know I talk myself out of stuff. I just think myself out of stuff a lot because I'm looking at the outer thing, what people may think, or, you know, they're not really receiving me or whatever. But one thing my husband told me is that, you know, even though you may not reach the people locally, you know, there's a whole world out there, there's nations out there of people who, you know, need to hear what's going on with the love factor, that there are people who need to know that there's someone out there that does care about them, there's someone out there that does love them, you know, there's someone out there that has maybe not gone through exactly what you've gone through, but we've all gone through different tests and different trials. We've all had experienced hurt. We've all experienced rejection, you know, or have rejected somebody. Like, you know, we've all dealt with this stuff, and we just have to have that love that is going to help us to embrace that person, or to help encourage somebody and push somebody to be great, you know. So like I said, I just like stopped for doing the videos for a while because I just told myself that I just wasn't going to be able, like, people wasn't going to receive what I was saying or doing in the videos because, you know, I just, you know, probably because I wasn't eating or whatever. But the thing is, what I'm saying is real. People are hurting out there. People are in pain, and they're dealing with so much stuff, and they feel like they're alone and that no one else has ever gone through stuff. And it's crazy because I know I've gone through stuff, and a lot of times I have felt like I was the only person that's gone through that. But then I look at other people and I talk. Communication is the key. Open up your mouth and speaking to people, you hear the different stories that people are going through, and you understand, like, oh, you know, I'm not the only person that's going through that. So we can't be so quick to just, the word says, despise not the small beginnings, you know. So we can't, don't worry about the small stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, just keep pushing, because at the end it's gonna be great. You know, if God gave it to you, he's gonna make it work. And so that's just that's one thing that I have to keep telling myself, that God gave this to me, and he is, he's equipped me to handle this and to walk in it, and to be able to help someone else. So I have to get past myself, because I have to realize that the love factor isn't about me. The love factor is about you. It's about reaching past myself and helping other people to reach past their self to help someone else, to reach back and to help someone else who is gone through whatever you've gone through, no matter what it is. If you've gone through drugs, alcoholic, molestation, abuse, rape, whatever your story is, your walk of life is, you're not the only person that walked through that. So we have to have that love, that pure love that God give us, to be able to help someone in that struggle, because someone had to have helped us. Someone have had to pray for us. Someone had to talk to us. Someone, interceded for us. Someone, like, just, was that smiling face. Someone was that hug. Someone was that kind word for us, to help us get past, some of the stuff, to help us really heal. So we want to do the same thing for other people, to be that same thing that someone was for us, to them, to someone else. You never know, what people are going through. So you have to be open and be sensitive to what people are going through. And I just have to be who I am and who God created me to be. And I can't do anything outside of him. So the love factor is for us to love one each other, and to heal one another, but it's also to draw us closer to God. That's what it is. But it's not always with just, praying and just all that stuff, but it's always is some type of some type of word, or some type of action to bring us close. It's me saying something to help you get to a place where you can really experience God the way you were created to. So if being homeless is stopping you from getting closer to God the way you need to be, if you feel like you're just the things of life that weigh us down, we need to take care of our kids. We need to pay bills. We need a place to stay. We need food to eat. We need all these different things. And when we're thinking about all these different things, it keeps us from really being able to work and concentrate on our relationship with God. So that's what the love factor is for, is to bring healing, bring love, and to restore. And so I have to just remember that every time I feel like I'm not moving, or I'm still in a stuck place, I have to remember that, every day you doing something. Every day you're showing love. Even if I'm not on the video, even if I'm not on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, every day I'm pushing to do something better. I'm pushing to get past Deborah and see the world, to see what's going on. And it's really so much going on. But, like, I'm one person. But when I connect with you, when I connect with another person, it keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. The love factor isn't just about Minnesota. The love factor is about Chicago, St. Louis, Nebraska, New York, is China. Is the love factor is for the nation. It's everyone needs love. Everyone needs a kind word. Everyone needs help. Everyone needs strength. Everyone needs someone in their corner. And that's what we're trying to do. So we just have to work on being better and just getting past ourselves to help someone else. And really, when you think about it, when you push to help someone else, it really makes you better, because you have to be in a good place to be able to help someone else. So when you are training someone, thinking of it as a job, when you're training someone, you have to know what you're doing to be able to train them to have them do a good job, or to excel at what they're doing. So the more I push you, I have to get better to keep pushing you. So if I'm pushing you to be great, I have to keep going up, moving up, moving up, moving up, in order to keep up with you, to keep pushing you, and to keep pushing whoever. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like, not just not leaving people behind, but while I'm pushing, I'm pulling. Pushing and pulling, because it's somebody behind me that's going to push me. I'm going to keep pushing someone else. We have to keep thinking about one another and how we can help someone else be great, and how we can help someone else get what they need, and how we can, just help provide for our, just anyone, because I don't want to just keep saying our loved ones and the people we know and that we're close to, but the people that we don't know, the people who may not be so kind. There's a reason for everything. Like I asked the question earlier on I believe it was the first video. It was when was the time that someone showed a love gesture towards you and you rejected it? What were you feeling on the inside? What was going through your mind? Like, why did you reject it? Was it you felt like people just do stuff so they can have something else to tell somebody? If they just do it so, that they can show that they are helping somebody, or just if you feeling hurt, like you feel like people trying to play you or whatever, or pride can keep you from accepting love from people, like hurt, pain, just all kinds of stuff. So that's I'm getting off subject and I want to get off track, but I just want to just encourage people to just don't look at where you are. Look at where you're going. If you keep your eye on where you're going, you're going to keep pushing to get to it. Because if you keep looking at your surroundings where you're at, you'll get stuck right there because you can't see where you're going. You're not looking at where you're going. So if you keep just looking at what's going on now, you'll get stuck there. You'll keep looking at what you don't got, what you don't got the money. Oh, I don't look right. I don't got the face. I don't got the voice. I don't got the body type. I don't have the knowledge, the education, or whatever. But if God calls you to it, trust me, He's gonna equip you. He's gonna give you favor, and He's gonna cover you throughout it all. And He's going to place people in your life to help get you there. So, let's just keep going for the goal, and just remember the stuff I was saying earlier. Write that vision out. Make them goals every day. Push to do something on there. Just whatever it is, one thing. Just keep taking steps. Keep taking steps. Keep taking steps. And figure out what it is that have you feel like that you're not moving. Why are you feeling like you're not progressing? What is keeping you? What are your thoughts? And talk about it. Talk to someone that you trust to help you figure out why you feel like you're at a stagnant place, like you're not going anywhere. Are you dealing with depression? You know, whatever it is, you need to talk about this stuff because you don't want to be in that same place. You want to progress and you want to get greater and you want to move to the next level and you want to, whether it be in relationships or business, education or family or whatever it is, you want to keep growing and you want it to prosper in a healthy way. So you just don't want to get in that place and then just stay there. You don't want to just lay there and just give up and surrender. That's not what you want to do. You want to make sure that you have someone in your corner that you can talk to. You want to make sure Minister Ivory McGregor came in. She was talking in one of the leadership conference with 25-year anniversary at our church, and she was talking about how you need to have your ones, your twos, and your threes. And those are people, the ones are the people who that you look up to, that you aspire to be like, who have good businesses and they're growing in business and ministry or whatever, but they're booming. You have your two people, your twos that's on the same level as you. They're trying to get there, but they ain't got there yet. And then you have your threes that's looking up to you to aspire to be where you are. And so you want to be an inspiration to someone, but you want to there's someone that you aspire to be like, so that you don't you keep growing, you keep moving, you're not just in the same place, you know what I'm saying? So once you get on them levels with the people that you looked up to, you want to keep looking up to people because you want to keep growing. And you want the people behind you that's looking up towards you to keep growing too. So in any way that you can, just keep reading, watching different YouTube channels, or just seeing how you can looking up to people who's in the same field as you are, or their dreams might be somewhat similar to you, like beautician, if you like hair or whatever. Look at people, see how they got their start, what they did, what were some of the steps that they took. Get you a mentor. I know I just recently talked to someone about being my mentor, to help me to be accountable to my dreams. Because you want to be accountable to your dreams. You want to be accountable to the vision and the destiny, because you don't want to give up. So if you have someone in your corner to help you stay accountable, to make sure that you're pushing every day to be great, you're pushing every day to get out of that slump, you're pushing every day to get out of that depression, you're pushing every day to be great for yourself and for your family, then that's a great place to be in. That's a awesome friendship to have. A mentor, being a mentee, just pushing to be who God has called you to be. So I enjoy, like, every time I come on here, and like I said, it won't just be me. Sometimes it'll be my husband. Sometimes I know I have a couple of friends who will be coming on here soon to talk about their books, and just to tell their story on how they may have felt like they weren't factored in, how they may have felt like it was just them against the world, but now they're just excelling, and talking about how at one point they may have been just felt like they were just stagnating and stuck in one place, and that they wasn't moving and they wasn't progressive. Like, honestly, that's a hard place to be in, when you feel like you're not moving at all. Like, you're not going backwards and you're not going forward. You just feel like you're just stuck. That's a really hard place to be in. But with the stories of these ladies and men, you'll be able to hear, that you can make it and you don't have to be in that place. So remember, as always, that you are factored in, that you are loved, that you are not forgotten. Bye.